very big hi to all of you. Let's have some fun learning about chapter air. In this session, you will learn about weather, climate, air pressure, wind and rainfall. Weather. Weather is the state of the atmosphere at a particular place and time based on factors like heat, cloudiness, dryness, sunshine, wind, rain, etc. It is hour to hour, day to day condition of atmosphere of a place. The condition of atmosphere at a place for a short period of time we can say is called weather. Weather is very dynamic and can change by the minute. Next, climate. Whereas climate is the weather condition prevailing in an area in general or over a long period of time. Or we can say climate is the average weather condition of an area over a long period of time. It is generally the average taken over a period of 35 years or more. The general weather conditions are normally stable and do not change for a long period of time. Move on next topic, temperature. Temperature is the degree of hotness and coldness of the environment. The temperature of atmosphere changes from not only season to season but also from day to night. The sun is the source of heat on the earth. The heat we receive on the earth is called solar radiation or insolation. Temperature of a place is also highly influenced by insolation. Insolation is the amount of solar radiation received by an area. All the parts of the earth do not get the same amount of heat because of the curvature of earth and varying thickness of the atmosphere. This is the reason why we have different heat zones on the earth. Heat zones on the basis of heat received from sun, there are three distinct heat zones. Torrid zone, it lies between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, where the sun rays falls more vertically here than the other two zones. Therefore, this is a hottest zone. Temperate zone, it lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. This zone is neither very hot nor very cold. Freeze zone, it is lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere and the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the southern hemisphere. There is a little heating here due to slanting rays of the sun, because of which the temperature here remains very low. Antarctica lies in this zone. Factors that affecting the temperature. The following are the factors that influence temperature. Latitudes means the place away from equator are cooler as they receive slanting rays of the sun, which cause little heating. Altitude place at higher altitudes are generally cooler than those at lower altitudes. This is because of loss of heat takes place as we go up in the atmosphere. Also, the thin air higher up in the atmosphere does not trap or absorb the sun heat. Therefore, hill stations are cooler than places in the plains. The third one, distance from the sea. As water takes long to heat up or to cool down in relation to land, it has a warming effect in winter and vice versa in summers. This causes equable and maritime climate in place near the sea. If we can say, for example, Mumbai and Chennai have a equable climate while places like Jaipur and Delhi, away from the sea, have an extreme climate. So, three factors affecting the temperature: latitude, altitude, and distance from the sea. Air pressure. The air in the atmosphere is made up of number of gases. These gases press down on the earth's surface, extracting a force that we call it air pressure or atmospheric pressure. Have a look this diagram. Pressure and wind uh, belt. Equatorial low pressure belt. This belt extends 5 degree north of the equator and 5 degrees south of the equator. Being in the torrid zone, the area receives the maximum heat of the sun. Therefore, the air rises vertically and creating a low pressure. This belt is nicknamed doldrums. Next, subtropical high pressure belt. These are located beyond the tropics around 30 degree north and 30 degree south latitudes. The air that rises from equatorial belt cools and sinks down in this belt, creating a belt of high pressure. This belt is also known as horse latitudes. Subpolar low pressure belt. The belt is located around 60 degree north and 60 degree south latitudes. This is a zone where very cold winds from polars area meet with the warm winds blowing from the tropical region. Polar high pressure belt. The poles are zone of this of intense cold throughout the year and therefore remain area of high pressure belt. I hope you have enjoyed this video.